Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tarani. Thanks for watching. We're in San Jose, California, speaking to some of the best and brightest companies in Silicon Valley. On our program is Todd Porter. He's a VP of Product Innovation and Marketing at Kumu. Todd, welcome.
Welcome.
So let's start out at the top. Your company's in the video space, and I wanted to learn more about exactly what you do, right?
Yeah, we do enterprise video distribution and optimization. So we both ingest the video, store it, and then distribute it outside the firewall or within the firewall.
Okay, and some of the benefits that your company provides over off-the-shelf, or I should say cloud-based consumer services are what?
Well, the enterprise has its own specific needs, and specifically when you're talking about hundreds of thousands of employees and trying to put a broadcast out to them, you need more robust, fail-safe, redundant systems, and that's what we provide. Both in a hardware form, or we can actually be in the cloud as well.
And secure as well, right? So it would be a private cloud, I would imagine.
Yes, and so we deal with permissioning, we deal with the distribution to the devices outside the firewall, as well as analytics to know, what you watched, how long you watched it, et cetera, et cetera. So it's really kind of a platform for distribution. We kind of take a holistic approach, so that if you look at the biggest movers this year are mobility in the infrastructure, choice computing, people bringing their own devices in. We handle that as well. And with our new release, we're addressing those issues directly, which is new ways to distribute to those devices.
So what are you seeing in the market from a competitive standpoint?
You mean our competitors?
Sure.
Well, I think that we're pretty much ahead of the game in terms of that right now. I mean, if you look at like Polycom, which used to be our partner and now is our competitor with the acquisition of Cordon, we're addressing a lot of the things that the corporations need, and there's some missing pieces that they have that we're ahead of the game on. So if you're talking about, for instance, being able to distribute to different locations and putting edge devices in those locations, that's kind of our specialty. We kind of pride ourselves in that we're very enterprise friendly. We work one-to-one with their IT guys, and we can work with any equipment they have in the infrastructure. So we're very flexible.
Are customers asking you more for mobile solutions?
Absolutely. In fact, that's probably our biggest request right now is people are deploying, JP Morgan Chase, for instance, deployed 2,500 iPads to their executives, and immediately they wanted to be able to have those executives consume videos on those iPads, and that becomes a problem within the infrastructure. We did a Citrix white paper just showing the impact of those 10 megabit streams as they increase across the network, and we show that when you're deploying our systems, we can pretty much flatline that and route that around your network. People have to get used to the idea that video is the equivalent of putting an aircraft carrier on a river. I mean, you're not going to have any space for any other boats. And so you get too much of that, your networks start to shut down.
So how do you solve that problem?
In many different ways. We have technologies for intelligent routing that video outside the infrastructure. So for instance, if you have a remote location or locations and you have thousands of employees in those locations, instead of each of those employees coming in through your networks to access a video independently of each other, we send a single video out to that location and then distribute it within that location. So it's a lot of management, a lot of being able to control exactly how your costs of deploying that video. If it's out in the mobile devices, we have adaptive streaming, which allows us to every 10 seconds look at the actual bit rate that's being successful to the actual mobile device, and then we can choose a more friendly bit rate to display the video so that we preserve the 30 frames per second. The quality may drop a little bit, but at least you won't be missing anything. It won't be stuttering. Right. And then if you look at like our SharePoint or our Citrix implementations or our Blackboard, we allow you to actually embed those videos within that the way you like to watch them. So for SharePoint, for instance, you don't have to leave SharePoint to go watch a video. You can embed it directly in your SharePoint implementation. Right. So there's many different ways that we solve the typical enterprise issues.
So we've got about 30 seconds left. What's next for the company?
We're rolling out the mobility space. Our .x, as we look towards the fall, we're going to be rolling out on Windows Mobile, on BlackBerry. You're going to see Droid implementations, and then we've got a Q-Force program, which is a huge program that allows enterprises to actually build these applications using certified multi-platform enterprise developers, so that you can build, all the enterprises asking for native apps, and so we're actually giving them that ability.
And one other quick thing, I know I said final question, and we're running low on time. HTML5, is that something you'll be supporting?
Yeah, our site is HTML5 right now. Okay. So remember, whether you're logging in through a laptop or desktop or through a mobile device, it's the same kind of experience.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.